What's up guys, I'm Chris Doughty, aka Doughtinator. Welcome back to the channel. We've got another daily race C for you. It's St Croix. It's Group 1 cars again, and it's a bit of a mixed bag lobby. It's quite a late night one. A couple of A+ drivers in here, but a large spread in the field. And as you can see on screen right now, we're going to play a GT Sport in sport mode in extreme difficulty. Insane difficulty levels. We're going to go with Group 1 cars from the cockpit view. And wow, this is something, guys. I got to say, the feeling of the restricted view is unbelievable. Quite a few times during this race, I actually got lost where I was on the track. So we're going to start in the Porsche 919 hybrid. Check out that hybrid power off the line. We're going to get 2 places off the line, blowing the doors off those Tomahawks from the go, and that's going to be 2 positions for free. So we're going to get onto the brakes into turn 1, down to 3rd gear. It seems as this week is progressing, the hybrid cars are starting to become more and more favoured. So the Porsche 919 does seem to be a good race car. It doesn't have the top speed, but the hybrid coming out the corners is ridiculous. As we're going to get onto the brakes now into this slow corner now, 2nd gear, coming out the corner now. And it's a Bugatti VGT Group 1 cars. We're going to get a bit... we're going to miss the apex there. Again, you just... with a large car in front of you, you lose all of your references. It's so difficult, as that Bugatti is going to be... well, it looks like an absolute pig to drive. We raced this guy previously in a couple of races before. He wasn't driving that car, and he did far better than he's doing right now. So I think that's a huge mistake for that car choice. But we've got that move done. The hybrid power that we've got now is going to help us through these acceleration zones. I've adjusted the view as best I can using the settings, but we've still got such a narrow field of view. It's like racing through a letterbox. And yeah, it's so difficult. I've got to say, just even carving through the corners, the shape of the lines that you take, it's completely different when using the cockpit cam. I'm like taking like 3 or 4 goes at turning in. My exit speed's wrong, my exit line's wrong. It's so difficult. Do me a favor, guys, just go for some time trial, switch to cockpit cam, and let me know how you get on, because of all of the cars, Group 1 is so difficult. We're going to skip forwards now, and we're going to get passed down this main straight by a driver running on soft tyres. I'm going to try and hang with him, and then again, this is going to be another difficulty with the cockpit view. I want to try and get right up behind this driver in the Porsche, and he's just filling my view with car, and I just don't know where to turn in. So I kind of turn in a bit too early for that first right-hander, and we go way offline, and yeah, it's just difficult. I think the more I got through this race, maybe I started to get a feel for it. But it surprised me how difficult it actually was. So we are actually running in 4th position. We started on the medium tyres, and we're going to go 1 lap longer on the medium tyres. The driver ahead who just passed us, he's going to pit now from the soft tyres. So that's quite a short stint on the soft tyres for him. Skipping forwards now, lap number 3, and this is going to be our pit lap. So we're going to get rid of these medium tyres, put those soft tyres on, and finish the race. I did try some other races in the Porsche 919 on my main account, driving from a normal driving view, and I did all right with it. It's just a tough week, this is, and I don't think anybody truly knows what is the absolute best race car. Key 25 has favoured this 919 all week. We've had people starting out in the Tomahawk, they've switched to the 919. I've seen people in the 908 Peugeot. I've seen people run really fast in Toyota TS050, and a little later in this race we're going to get passed by an Audi R18. So this is the most random week I think I've ever had for Daily Race C. And if I was to try and buy all those cars, I'd be about 6 million down. I don't have enough money for all those cars, so it's a very, very challenging week. But the more I played in cockpit view, the more I kind of got used to it. But there's just something inside me that feels I'm at a massive disadvantage compared to everybody else on the track. If you was to look at the percentage of screen that you can see that is moving. Essentially, there's not static dead space that is the cockpit. I think I'm only using about 30% of the screen, a small letterbox in the middle of the screen, and that's basically it. Yeah, let me know what you think of that in the comments below. I mean, look at that right now. It's practically nothing. In fact, it's probably more focusing to have only that slither of screen than all the other stuff around it, as this Audi's going to get a massive kick of oversteer, and we're just going to barely avoid him and go through him. I'm not sure what happened to him there. Maybe he got a curb glitch or something like that. We suffered from that a week ago, actually, in the last daily race C. But that's going to put that Audi driver out of contention. We're going to be up to 4th position now, so even playing a cockpit view, we get a bit of a double go at that corner there. Yeah, it's difficult. We're doing all right, up to 3rd position now. Now this is the final lap, and we're going to try and bring it home in 3rd position. The Audi R18 has been looming large in our mirrors for the past few laps, and we just need to get a lap done. Proving more difficult than I thought it would be. I know I keep going on about it. Please try it in qualifying, and let me know in the comments below what you think to this. If you have enjoyed this video, or if you are enjoying this video, hit that like button, consider subscribing. Let me know if you'd like to see more cockpit view racing. I'm kind of enjoying it. This week isn't the best for it, I've got to say, but it still was quite satisfying. I mean, I want to be a racing driver, and LMP1 cars are my favourite cars. We're just going to run wide here, get on the grass, and we're not going to get a spin, but we are going to pick up a penalty for that off-track excursion. 0.5 second penalty, and that is going to be served in the most awkward of places. So the driver behind is 1.2 seconds behind, and this could be problematic now. We need to get our head down, put as much gap as we can between ourselves and the driver behind, so this penalty doesn't cost us a position down the long back straight. We're going to get into this corner before the bridge, getting on the brakes, just sliding it through there nicely. Hybrid usually dies across this bridge, so we're going to be suffering. As you can see in the top right hand corner of your screen, the Audi R18 is closing in, so we are really quite in danger now. We need to get a good exit through this next right-hander ahead to carry our speed down the straight as much as we can. And this Porsche 919, it's good to drive, it's good in its tyres too. I probably could have pitted 1 lap earlier to get even more of an undercut, but we're going to have to pull to the inside just to avoid, well, giving a tow to this Audi all the way down the straight. So we're going to serve our penalty, and yeah, we're going to suffer here. Yeah, the Audi just goes past us now. Slightly annoyed to pick up that penalty and give away that position on the final lap, but we're going to chase this Audi driver now to the finish line, try and put him under pressure to see if he can make a mistake. But quite frankly, the mistake's more likely to come from me driving from this cockpit view. I mean, half the time the driver's hands are obscuring my vision when I'm turning the wheel, but we've adjusted the cockpit view to try and kind of maximise what we can see, but that's as much as we're getting. I would actually I'd like to try VR actually. I think that would probably enhance the cockpit view a little bit. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried VR. Do you use VR? I know it's not supported in sport mode, but for time trial it might be quite fun. If you have enjoyed this video, hit that like button, consider subscribing. We're going to bring it home in 4th position, and that's going to conclude this video. Cockpit view, is it good, is it bad, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll catch you in the next one.